Aloha, happy Aloha Thursday. By the time this probably drops, it's probably Friday, which means happy Independence Weekend, 4th of July, hashtag Merca. So jumping into the weekly stats, once again, why I do this weekly stats, it's almost like if you have that broad overview picture of the real estate market, we can start dissecting it into smaller tidbits. And I do this on a weekly basis, almost kind of like the stock market, how it reports at the end of the day, the numbers, hey, NASDAQ was up, down, whatever. And then you got the New York Stock Exchange. There are lots of nuances with it, lots of it. So this is only at the shallow level within my little world of residential real estate. And hopefully from these numbers, it can help to project what kind of activity that we should see in the next, I would say about 35 days to 3 months. And jumping into, so week over week, the number of new listings was up by about 1.5%, so just under 2%. That's great news because last week we were reporting double digits in the negative. And that kind of makes sense because the number of pendings are down, not in double digits, but about 8%. Now, this one's astounding. Solds is reportedly down just under 20%. I haven't reported a number even close to that since the beginning of May. And that would sort of make sense because we tend to have a closing period between 35 and 45 days. However, every home has its own nuances. Some may close in a flat 30 days. Some may need a little bit more love and they close in 60 or maybe even 90 days. And there are some 6-monthers out there depending upon what the situation is. So for this week's Real Talk, though, there is, with everything that I've been saying, the question persists of, okay, so why should I even buy right now? Why purchase? And let me be the first person to tell you that there is no blanket right answer. It's not a one shoe fits all because everybody's backgrounds are different, intentions are different, and goals are different, therefore making a different path for each person. However, the market is what I will speak on because that is not necessarily, it's just one answer for that is where the market is. I know like 9 months ago, I'm not sure which podcast or what I was listening to or reading. It was something along the lines of someone projected, they said, hey, Americans are going to have a lot of money that is literally sitting in your home. And it's a different kind of house poor or just a house bank, whatever you want to call it. It can go to support some of the claims of inflation. Not sure. Do your own homework there. What I did want to point out here is a reason why, at least I do love Hawaii's market. Hawaii is at the bottom of many investors' lists for several reasons. And one of the main reasons is because it has a high cost to entry. And the passive return on it isn't exactly there. However, there is one massive reason where it is very beneficial. So what you're looking at here is the National Association of Realtors and their Honolulu County report through Q4 of 2020. This is showing the amount of equity in a home given when someone had purchased. So look at the years. After 1 year, Honolulu has 103 and some change. So already 6 figures. After 3 years, you're looking at 180K. And now look at that 9-year mark, 406,000 as opposed to the national average of 176. Those are some astounding numbers. And when you marry that with the lowest property tax rate in the country, that can do for a great investment. So I'm not sure what other market has a trend like this or one that at least has been validated over the past 40 years. That's why I do love Hawaii and what it can do for people. So in looking next, at this next one, NAR is reporting, so in the National Association of Realtors is forecasting a modest 3% increase in 2021, which we have far surpassed between January and now. Some months for single family homes have seen, and in some areas as high as 38%. not 3%. So now imagine if you were to take this information and you start that investment now. Imagine being one of those investors that did buy 1 year ago, 3 years ago, 9 years ago. What would you do with 100 to 400,000 that you didn't do too much to really recoup or get? I can name a few things. Of course, it's real estate and investment related, but it at least gives you a kickstart. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great 4th of July weekend, and take care.